Buongiorno a tutti e benvenuti a un nuovo ciclo di webinar Irlanda Expert promossi da Turismo Irlandese. Per il primo appuntamento vi sarà presentata l'offerta ricettiva dell'Irlanda, hotel, bed and breakfast e alloggi unici da proporre ai vostri clienti. Per questo do il benvenuto a Marcella Ercolini, direttrice del Turismo Irlandese in Italia. Buongiorno Marcella, a te la parola.
Buongiorno, grazie mille, buongiorno a tutti e benvenuti a questo nuovo ciclo 2025. Anche quest'anno abbiamo voluto presentarvi l'Irlanda con degli ospiti che ogni volta racconteranno con parole loro alcuni aspetti della nostra bellissima isola. E iniziamo oggi con l'offerta ricettiva dall'Irlanda e qui con me Mary O'Connor, la responsabile Trade e Business Partnership di Turismo Irlandese in Italia, a cui lascio la parola e che vi introdurrà i nostri ospiti di oggi. Buon webinar a tutti.
Grazie Marcella e buongiorno a tutti e grazie per essere qui con noi oggi. Grazie sempre per la vostra attenzione e il tempo che ci dedicate. Oggi, prima di sentire i nostri ospiti, vorrei darvi una piccola introduzione alla varietà di alloggi che abbiamo in Irlanda. In Irlanda abbiamo un bel detto, una bella risata e un lungo sonno sono le due cure migliori. E nei bed and breakfast, hotel e dimore storiche di tutta l'isola le troviamo entrambe. Durante una vacanza in Irlanda i vostri clienti apprezzano sempre il caloroso benvenuto che incontrano. E per gruppi e per clienti individuali abbiamo delle proposte di soggiorno in luoghi straordinari, hotel esclusivi, bed and breakfast accoglienti e dimore storiche che andremo a scoprire oggi con i nostri ospiti. E non dimentichiamo gli alloggi fuori dal comune per chi cerca un soggiorno in un luogo particolare, come un faro, un glamping esclusivo, una torre oppure un castello. L'offerta ricettiva è uno dei nostri punti di forza. La qualità sotto ogni aspetto dei servizi alberghieri è apprezzato particolarmente dalla clientela italiana. E oltre alla varietà ci sono anche tante novità nell'offerta ricettiva dell'Irlanda. Ci sono diversi nuovi hotel in fase di progettazione a Dublino, ad esempio, alcuni che aprono quest'anno e altri in arrivo nel 2026 e 2027. Per citarne due, il Citizen M sarà prenotabile a partire dal 1 agosto, una nuova struttura con 245 camere, situato vicino alla cattedrale di San Patrizio, in centro a Dublino. Il Mercantile Hotel and Bar, recentemente ristrutturato e situato in Dame Street, nel cuore del centro città di Dublino, ha appena riaperto le sue porte per accogliere gli ospiti. L'hotel rinnovato offre 105 camere, un ristorante, un bar e un caffè. E dopo il webinar vi mandiamo la presentazione così avete tutti i dettagli di queste nuove aperture. Anche in Irlanda del Nord ci sono tante novità, con aperture recenti come il John Luce Lodge, che si trova lungo la Causeway Coastal Route, e altre in arrivo, come ad esempio The Bedford a Belfast, con 102 camere. A Derry, il Walled City Hotel è un boutique hotel a 4 stelle che aprirà nell'estate del 2025. La struttura si trova sul sito della vecchia Banca Nazionale e conserva molte delle sue caratteristiche originali. Questo hotel disporrà di 40 camere di lusso distribuite su 5 piani. Sempre in Irlanda del Nord, a Belfast, è situato accanto al famoso Titanic Museum. L'hotel Hamilton Dock è previsto di aprire nel 2026 con 228 camere e 93 appartamenti. Vi ricordo anche, come in tutti i nostri webinar, le risorse che abbiamo a disposizione dagli operatori e delle agenzie di viaggio. E proprio in questi giorni parte una nuova campagna di marketing per la quale abbiamo un toolkit dedicato. La campagna si chiama Rallenta sei in Irlanda. In Irlanda rallentare non significa fare di meno, significa sentire di più. L'approccio unico dell'Irlanda al turismo slow si concentra sulla profondità dell'esperienza. E per aiutarvi a partecipare a questa campagna, abbiamo preparato questo toolkit di contenuti digitali che potete utilizzare nelle vostre attività di marketing sull'Irlanda. Troverete immagini mozzafiato e 10 itinerari per darvi ispirazione, oltre al logo Rallentase in Irlanda, che potete scaricare e utilizzare sui vostri canali social e nelle presentazioni. Speriamo che questo materiale sia utile e che portare un assaggio di Irlanda ai vostri clienti li incoraggi a prenotare l'isola di Irlanda per la loro prossima vacanza. E passo la parola ora al primo ospite di oggi, Erica O'Shea, Sales Manager di Bed and Breakfast Ireland, che ci parlerà dell'esperienza del Bed and Breakfast irlandese. Over to you, Erica. Erica parlerà in inglese, ma vedrete che le slide sono in italiano.
Hello everybody, my name is Erica O'Shea. I'm Sales Manager of bnbireland.com. So the B&B Ireland experience is B&B Ireland is an organisation that promotes and sells the B&B Ireland experience internationally. We have hundreds of bed and breakfasts on our website, and we provide trade partners with access through dedicated agents portals and make B&B bookings for clients. We provide contracted rates and availability in central invoicing to payments to assist along the way. B&B Ireland experience is staying in a full Irish home and immersing yourself in the Irish culture. B&B homes offer welcome like no other, and they are in small towns, in villages, the bottom of mountains, and they overlook lakes, and sometimes they could be on farms, beaches, or golf clubs. Tucked away in picturesque corners of the island. The B&B experience is all about delivering the culture of Ireland and the quality local product with a host to guide you. Our hosts are wonderful people experienced in what they deliver, and they can enhance the holiday by providing you with information on hidden gems in the area, as well as a warm and personalization of the service. It is also great value for every need you have, that they will help you during your stay. Something extra special about the homes are that they are categorized based on their property. Some are on working farms, or some specialize in walking holidays, where others would specialize in food lover locations. Here's a short video showcasing the bed and breakfast experience. So what makes a B&B unique? The real Irish B&B experience is the opportunities to stay with Irish families in their homes and immerse yourselves in their tradition and culture. What sets a B&B experience apart from other accommodations? It offers the personal attention of the hosts, coupled with the unrivaled accommodation and delicious homemade breakfasts. The hosts' local knowledge of their enthusiasm to share to ensure that you have a great holiday and that you see all the hidden gems in the area. And there are no two properties that are the same. They're all unique. We have a quality assurance. So the quality guaranteed, we offer assurance in the quality. Only B&Bs that reach this quality standard are listed on the website. So you know that you're having a high standard of quality when you stay with the B&Bs. All B&Bs are quality audited each year, and their properties are certified to be on the Irish Tourism Board, the NITB, and our own quality framework. So here you can see the map of Ireland is sectioned into different regions. You can see that the Wild Atlantic Way is the blue section. The north of Ireland, Northern Ireland, is the brown section. The Hidden Heartlands is in green. Ireland's Ancient East is in orange, and Dublin is in purple. On the right-hand side, you'll see the map of Ireland, and you can see that there are B&Bs located all throughout the country in key region areas, which allows your clients to go all over the country and stay in B&Bs. So our role is to provide a platform for B&Bs to sell their product on an international market. We provide a channel for markets for both trade partners and consumers. We support B&B owners with their businesses and build long-term partners with global tour operators and agents. We work with the Tourism Ireland to market the B&B experience. The process of B&Bs, so the B&B owner provides us with the room inventory, and then we put it up on the website and promote these properties. We contract them with trade agents and gain access to sell the property for our guests via bnbireland.com, and then the booking would go back to the B&B owner, and we handle all invoices and payments for both the B&B owner and the trade partners. We offer global connection and rates availability, access to trade portals to make and manage bookings, central invoicing to payments and process easier for you. Operations and reservations team are able to assist you at any stage, business development team to support you, and quality assurance to reassure you. When you sign up as an agent with us, we will provide you with a login for the portal. In here you can search for the B&Bs based on the location and dates or any more room requirements that you have. Then you will be presented with a range of properties that you can choose from. As you scan through the properties, location, star, and review rating scores will all be presented, as you can see on the screen here. Then you select your property and you can choose the type and process to your booking for the type of room you want. Then at the bottom of each B&B, you have the insight of the B&B property with the reviews, and you can see here that these are all authentic reviews of people that have stayed. Once your booking is complete, you will receive a confirmation email, and you will have something to send to your clients. So then for the payments, invoicing will be prepaid on the 20th of each month of your arrivals for the following month. So for an example, on the 20th of June, you will receive a pro forma invoice, which will be for all arrivals in July. So this invoice must be paid by the 1st of July, and any changes or cancellations will be reconciled within the payments at the end of that run. And thank you for your time. If you have any other questions or anything you would like to reach out about, you can contact the sales trade manager, Karen Kelly, and that is her details there as well.
Ok, grazie mille Erica. E ora passo la parola a Mary di Trinity Hotel Groups, e se avete delle domande durante il webinar potete scrivere sempre in chat. Over to you, Mary.
Good afternoon, everyone. Greetings from Dublin in Ireland, and thank you and everyone for the opportunity to introduce our selection of hotels here in Ireland. I'm the business manager here, and our role within the company is to drive specifically business from tour operators and travel agents. And we deal with group business and FITs, and group business can be in the form of ad hoc groups, tour series, luxury groups, student groups, sports groups, hiking, walking, and in fact, all sorts of groups. All our business is inbound, and all our clients are tour operators or travel agents. And we have a great selection of hotels here in Ireland, 25 in total. And I'm going to go through just the areas one by one, just to give you an idea of the different types of hotels and where they're located. And as mentioned, they all welcome groups and FIT business. First and foremost, we have Dublin. and we have 4 locations here. The first one there you will see is Roganstown Hotel. It's a country house hotel located 20 minutes drive approximately to Dublin City, and 10 minutes from the airport. Even though it's so close to the airport, guests who stay there feel like they're in the heart of the country. It's a beautiful country house on 200 acres. It also has 2 golf courses, and we do a lot of groups there for arrivals or departures or FITs. Then moving on to Aspect Hotel Park West, another great 4-star hotel located on the ring road around Dublin, which is called the M50, just off that, with easy access to many locations around Ireland and access to the airport. It's a 4-star and with all the facilities of a 4-star standard hotel. We do a lot of groups here for overnights or as a base stay for Dublin. Moving to south of Dublin and Rochestown Lodge Hotel. This is a 3-star hotel located about 20-minute drive from city centre and close to the coastal area of Dún Laoghaire, which is a 20-minute walk with views all overlooking Dublin Bay. And again, this is a 3-star with all facilities, including leisure centres, and we do a lot of groups here as well for overnights in particular. And finally, in Dublin, we work with Dublin City University, which is student accommodation. It has 1,000 rooms, and from mid-May until mid-August, it opens its doors to student groups or leisure groups, or whatever type of groups may look for a good competitively priced accommodation. Very easily accessible into the city, only 15 minutes, and local public transport, very easy to access to get into the city, and again, only about 15 minutes drive from Dublin Airport. So then moving out of Dublin down to the heart of the countryside, down in County Kerry, we have 3 locations there. One is the Brehon Hotel in Killarney. It's located just about a 10-minute walk from Killarney town, an excellent 4-star hotel with 152 rooms. It's recently just refurbished all of their rooms, bringing it up to an extremely high standard. We do a lot of groups there, particularly tour series and ad hocs, as well as FITs. Then staying in Killarney, we have the wonderful Cahernan House Hotel, a beautiful manor house dating back to 1877, steeped in history. It's very historic. When our company purchased it, we invested about 12 million into the hotel to bring it back to its former glory, which means that all the original features have been maintained, but we brought it up to a very luxury standard. It sits on 6 acres and it overlooks Killarney National Park, a beautiful property. And finally in Kerry, moving all the way over to Dingle, which is about an hour from Killarney, sits the Dingle Skellig Hotel, another excellent 4-star hotel with 165 bedrooms, and it overlooks Dingle Peninsula. The hotel itself, even though it looks rural there, it's literally only a couple of minutes into Dingle town. And Dingle is an amazing destination for those visiting Kerry or visiting the south east of Ireland or southwest of Ireland. Then moving on to Galway in the west, we have 3 hotels as well. The first one there is the Salt Hill Hotel in Galway. It overlooks Galway Bay. You'll see the images of the water there. That's how close it is to it. 124 rooms and an excellent 4-star with all the facilities, including leisure centre. It's about a 5-minute drive into Galway city itself, but Salt Hill is a lovely destination with lots of restaurants and pubs. So it works well for groups and FITs. Then moving south of Galway, about a 20-minute drive, is the Lady Gregory in Gurt. And Gurt is a very rural Irish town, but it's traditional like the hotel. So people who stay there, you get a real traditional experience, and the bar has lots of local residents, so there's a great local vibe there. But again, it's 20 minutes into Galway city and only a short distance from the County Clare border. So it works really well for groups going to Galway or Clare, anything along the west coast there. Then moving out of Galway again and east of Galway is the Shearwater Hotel in Ballinasloe. A great 4-star, 120 bedrooms, big property with fantastic leisure centre, 25-minute drive on the Dublin Road into Galway, and it makes it a really good property for an overnight or as an alternative to Galway City. So moving out to Galway, we're moving over to the Garden of Ireland, which is County Wicklow. And we have 2 hotels there. One is the Park Hotel Newtown Mount Kennedy. And Newtown Mount Kennedy, I believe, is the longest town name in Ireland. It's a mouthful, as you can see there. But it's a great 3-star hotel located in the town, close to pubs and shops and restaurants. We do a lot of overnights there, for groups heading south of Dublin. It's only a 35-minute drive from Dublin City. And also it works really well for those who want to experience Wicklow as a destination. We welcome a lot of hiking and walking groups. So it's extremely good location for easy access to everything Wicklow has to offer. Then moving over further inland to Tulfar's Hotel and Golf Resort in Blessington. Blessington is a beautiful scenic location, and its focal point are the lakes. And the hotel here sits on the lakes. You'll see the golf course at the forefront. It's an 18-hole parkland golf course, and the hotel is at the top left-hand corner. It sits on 200 acres, beautiful, beautiful countryside, overlooking the mountains, the lakes, stunning, and yet it's only 40 minutes drive into Dublin. So it really sits on Dublin's doorstep. Moving out of Dublin, or out of Wicklow, should I say, still on the outskirts of Dublin, we have 3 hotels located in the county of Kildare. Yet all these are extremely close to Dublin. We have the West Grove Hotel, Plain. It's a 4-star hotel. We do a lot of groups here. Again, for overnights, there is a base stay in lieu of Dublin, as it's very competitive rates instead of staying in Dublin itself. A 4-star with leisure centre, and it's very a 4-star, excellent quality, and works really well for groups and FITs. Staying in County Kildare, we have the Osprey Hotel, again another 4-star property located in Nacetown, which is about 35-minute drive from city centre Dublin. It's got its own leisure centre, spa, and a couple of minutes takes you into Nacetown, which is a lovely town with lots of traditional pubs, restaurants, bars, and shops. So really good 2 locations instead of Dublin itself, and very close to Dublin City. And still in County Kildare, we're moving on to our castle property, which is Barberstown Castle, an absolutely fabulous property. 35-minute drive from Dublin City. We do a lot of luxury groups and FITs in this property. The castle itself dates back to the 13th century. And over that time, over the 800 years, it's had 37 owners, including earls and lords. But one very famous owner is Eric Clapton, the very famous rock star from America. It was his private home for about 10 years. And so it's a lot of stories to tell. Moving out of Kildare, we're more into the Midlands, and focusing on Kilkenny, Carlow and Offaly. The first location there is the Hoban Hotel, Kilkenny, a fantastic 4-star hotel, which has been recently refurbished in the last 2 years, and it sits about a 20-minute walk from Kilkenny city itself, but we do a lot of groups and FITs here as well. Moving from Kilkenny over further inland to County Carlow, we have the Woodford Dalman Hotel Carlow. Again, a great alternative to Kilkenny, 4-star, full great restaurant, local bar, attracts a lot of local clients, so there's a great atmosphere there, and it does music at the weekends. It sits overlooking the River Barrow, so lovely scenic location as well, and it can from there you can get into Dublin, to the Ring Road of Dublin, about 40 minutes. So we've actually placed Dublin groups there when Dublin is very busy, as well as groups and FIT business looking for alternatives to Kilkenny or the Midlands, and it's it's not far to Waterford and other key locations in the southeast of Ireland. And moving right into the heart of the Midlands of Ireland, we have the County Arms Hotel in Barr. a fantastic country house hotel dating back 150 years. Beautiful property, sits on its own grounds with beautiful gardens. And Bar itself is a very historic town. It's got a castle, and it's also the home of the third largest telescope in Europe. So really a beautiful town to visit, and it works extremely well. You know, it's only an hour's drive from Galway, from Limerick. So great base to access loads of different locations around Ireland. Moving down to the south east of Ireland now, we have Waterford. And Waterford, as you know, is well known for Waterford Crystal. But just in the city, we have the Viking Hotel, Waterford. It's about a 20-minute drive from the city itself. Recently refurbished, great property. We do a lot of groups because it's on the Dublin Road, so there's easy access onwards for groups from this point. And it currently is 3-star, but we're in the process of going 4-star. And then moving further along to heading towards Cork in Waterford, we have another property called the Lawlor's Hotel. It's in a location called Dungarvan, which is a lovely coastal town. And the hotel itself is in the town. It's very historic as well, because there's a lot of Irish history associated with this property. But it's very traditional, and we do a lot of groups, tour series, ad hocs and FITs here as well. So all of these hotels are very, group and FIT business are very important to them. So moving up along the southwest of Ireland, sorry, where we have Cork. We have Vienna Woods Hotel in Cork, another lovely country house hotel, 4-star. It's located on its own grounds of 20 acres, and it's only about a 7-minute drive into the city of Cork. Beautiful property, has been recently refurbished as well, and added an additional 20 rooms in the last 2 years. So fantastic property, and we do a lot of groups and FITs there as well. Moving further up the west, we are in, sorry, Mary.
Sorry.
We're in Limerick now, in the Woodlands Hotel in Adair. Adair is a beautiful town. If anyone is familiar with it, they'll know about all the thatched cottage houses and the beautiful Irish quaintness of the little shops and everything. But Woodlands Adair sits 5-minute drive from the centre, and it sits on 400 acres. It's really amazing property. Has got an 18-room treatment leisure centre and treatment rooms and leisure centre. It's got a traditional Irish bar, a traditional Irish restaurant, and has got its own organic garden, providing all the vegetables for the hotel itself. So a beautiful property. So then moving on right up to the northwest of Ireland, we have firstly County Mayo and the McWilliam Park Hotel in Claremorris. Claremorris sits between Galway and Mayo, so it really works as a great alternative for Galway as well as Mayo locations such as Castlebar and Westport. In fact, this property is used a lot in lieu of Galway for groups that might be travelling up, heading towards the northwest or further up, as you're heading towards the north as opposed to being in Galway itself. So great 4-star on the edge of Claremorris town, and we do a lot of groups and FITs there as well. Then staying in County Mayo, we have the Ellison Hotel in Castlebar, another 4-star in the town. Again, another busy location and popular for groups and FITs, close to everything Mayo has to offer, including Knock and the Country Museum. It's only about a 10-minute drive into Westport, and Castlebar is a good alternative in lieu of Westport. And finally, then moving further up the northwest, we come to Sligo and the Diamond Coast Hotel in Enniscrone. Enniscrone is a beautiful coastal town. The hotel sits, you'd see from the photograph on the left-hand side there, overlooking the Enniscrone Peninsula, which is actually the route of the Wild Atlantic Way. So a fabulous hotel, 4-star, stunning location, great alternative to Sligo town. And it's only about a 10-minute drive to Ballinan, Mayo. So it works for Sligo or Mayo as an alternative. In fact, we place some groups heading towards Donegal and further up. And sometimes people opt in for this property in lieu of Donegal as well. So for all the hotels we have, they're great alternatives to many locations, including the locations they are based in themselves. So from our office, we deal with everything to do with the groups, from contracting to sales to bookings. Everything comes through centrally to the team here, including myself. We have Ciara, Regina and Emer, and our contact details are located on the screen here, plus my contact details, because I look after all the sales. Anybody with any queries or questions, I'd love to answer them, or indeed contact me directly. And thank you for everybody for the opportunity to hear about our hotels in Ireland.
Grazie mille, Mary. E ora passiamo la parola a Natalia di University of Galway.
Buongiorno a tutti e benvenuti, il mio nome è Natalia e insieme al mio collega Pat McGarvey gestiamo gli alloggi all'interno del campus universitario dell'università, quindi do il benvenuto a tutti e grazie per la vostra partecipazione. Cosa offriamo noi? Noi offriamo 3 villaggi, 3 alloggi all'interno del campus universitario. L'ultimo di recente costruzione, costruito 2 anni fa, si chiama Dunlin Village. I 3 villaggi complessivamente accolgono 1867 letti. Le strutture compongono di appartamenti da 3, 4, 5 o 6 camere da letto e tutte condividono il soggiorno e la cucina, quindi hanno il soggiorno in cucina in comune, però tutte le camere da letto hanno il bagno privato. Sia la struttura Dunlin che la struttura Goldcrest, che sono appunto le ultime 2 strutture, le più moderne. I 3 villaggi, come vedete appunto dalla foto, sono immersi in questo magnifico parco che costeggia un fiume ed è una posizione molto bella perché offre delle passeggiate all'interno di questo meraviglioso parco che poi congiunge alla città. Infatti è molto vicino al centro storico, è possibile raggiungerlo con una piccola camminata di 15-20 minuti massimo, ma è tutta all'interno di questo parco, quindi anche una passeggiata abbastanza piacevole. È una posizione ideale, delle strutture ideali per accogliere gruppi che hanno appunto voglia di visitare Galway, ma soprattutto tutta la Wild Atlantic Way. Le strutture sono gestite dalla società che si chiama Atalia ed è una società che appunto lavora all'interno del campus universitario, quindi accoglie studenti universitari durante l'anno accademico e poi turisti appunto durante la stagione estiva. Queste sono le stanze di Dunlin, questa è la cucina e il soggiorno che appunto, come dicevo prima, veniva condiviso dagli altri appartenenti all'appartamento. È possibile prenotare l'appartamento, quindi avere uso esclusivo della cucina e anche del soggiorno, e come dicevo tutte le stanze hanno appunto il bagno privato. I gruppi che accolgono, che accogliamo, diciamo, sono dei gruppi che fanno parte dell'università, studenti, degli sport, associazioni religiosi, pellegrinaggio, musica, spettacoli. Abbiamo ospitato diverse band, diversi gruppi folcloristici che hanno appunto dei tour a Galway o comunque in tutta l'Irlanda, e anche scuole di lingua. Ci sono diverse scuole di ragazzi e adolescenti, ma anche adulti, quindi vengono accolti appunto in queste strutture, avendo fra l'altro le aule dell'università all'interno del campo. È anche comodo perché hanno un accesso appunto immediato. Le strutture all'interno del campo, ci sono diversi ristoranti, ci sono dei negozi, diversi bar, c'è un servizio di lavanderia a gettoni in ognuno dei 3 villaggi, quindi molto accessibili dai clienti, facilmente accessibili. C'è una reception che è aperta 24 ore su 24 con un servizio di sicurezza notturno, quindi entrambi i villaggi hanno appunto questa reception e questo diciamo anche un conforto per i turisti, perché comunque c'è sempre lì qualcuno che possa aiutarli in tutte le loro richieste e necessità. All'interno del villaggio, sia del Dunning Village che del Goldcrest, c'è un'area di sosta per i pullman e quindi l'arrivo del pullman con il gruppo è abbastanza facile, perché una volta arrivati lì il pullman può posteggiare tranquillamente davanti alla reception, fare scendere appunto i clienti, riuscire a fare il check-in in maniera comoda, e poi c'è un parcheggio dove l'autobus può appunto sostare gratuitamente durante il soggiorno. Tutti gli appartamenti sono dotati gratuitamente di un pacchetto, di un servizio, diciamo, di tè e caffè, quindi c'è una teiera, una caffettiera, e vengono forniti anche i piccoli dispenser, diciamo, di caffè, tè, zucchero, eccetera. E ogni stanza, ogni appartamento, quindi a questo, ma viene messo all'interno della stanza, quindi ogni persona che appunto prenota la propria stanza ha accesso a questo pacchetto, diciamo, di accoglienza. Se ci spostiamo nella struttura di Dublin, diciamo, ha aperto le sue porte al turismo estivo a partire dal 2024 e ha avuto un riscontro fenomenale all'interno dei tour operator, perché si trova a parte in una location molto comoda, perché bisogna dimenticarsi un attimo che è all'interno di un campus universitario e quindi allontanarsi da quell'idea di campus universitario, ma sono effettivamente delle stanze a tutti gli effetti, delle stanze di hotel che offrono un servizio con uno standard molto elevato. Dublin in particolare ha 674 camere e sono tutte dotate di bagno privato. Questa appunto è la foto che indica la struttura del Dublin Village, e tutte hanno bagno con camera privato, come abbiamo detto, e 30 camere all'interno del Dublin Village offre stanze per persone con mobilità ridotta, quindi il bagno accessibile e tutti i servizi all'interno dell'appartamento e della stanza sono appunto accessibili. I letti sono ad una piazza e mezza. Questo, quando si va nel sito, c'è una piccola confusione, perché c'è questo termine inglese che viene detto double bed, però non bisogna fare confusione. Quando si dice double bed, qui lo intendono la misura del letto, quindi è il letto ad una piazza e mezzo, ma è un uso esclusivo, quindi ogni stanza ha un uso esclusivo, appunto di stanza privata, chiamiamola, però viene pubblicizzato come double bed, e spesso abbiamo questa difficoltà, perché in Italia appunto ha una traduzione un po' diversa rispetto all'utilizzo che viene fatto qua in Irlanda. Gli appartamenti hanno 4, 5, 6 camere da letto, un ascensore che ha tutti i piani, quindi è disponibile da piano terra sino all'ultimo piano. La reception, come abbiamo detto prima, è attiva tutto il giorno, e anche qui c'è un'area sosta pullman, e quindi sia nella Dublin Village che nel Gold Crest Village entrambi hanno questi servizi, e come dicevamo prima anche la lavanderia a gettoni. Esiste all'interno del villaggio, esistono diversi bar e diversi ristoranti. Uno in particolare ha un accesso molto veloce, nel senso sono 10 minuti a piedi, ed è un piccolo shop che serve anche le colazioni mattutine, quindi non è soltanto un piccolo supermercato per i beni di prima necessità, chiamiamoli, ma anche un servizio di caffè con ristorazione e colazione abbondante la mattina. E all'interno di 3 villaggi c'è molta attenzione alla sostenibilità. Infatti all'interno del villaggio non possono circolare le macchine se non elettriche, non sono autorizzati i monopattini elettrici, e si va in bicicletta. C'è tanta attenzione appunto alla sostenibilità, per far sì che appunto si viva in un ambiente all'interno di un parco e si goda di tutti i vantaggi che può avere vivere a contatto con la natura. Ristoranti in giro, questa è la cucina, quella condivisa, quindi la parte del soggiorno, e poi abbiamo la cucina condivisa. I servizi, scusate, qua c'è il bagno, la camera da letto, che fa vedere una piccola parte del bagno che è appunto incluso, è en suite, quindi è all'interno della camera, quindi il bagno privato. Questa è un'altra angolazione della stanza per far vedere che appunto c'è la possibilità degli armadietti, degli scaffali, c'è molto spazio comunque, sono molto spaziose. Questa è una piantina dell'università, del campo universitario, che fa vedere tutti i servizi a disposizione. Ci sono 16 ristoranti, ci sono 5 grandi ristoranti stellati, con la possibilità di prenotare dei menù personalizzati, quindi se prenotate dei gruppi, potete richiedere la colazione inclusa, o il pranzo o la cena, cena e i ristoranti sono accessibili con 5-10 minuti di camminata ed è possibile prenotare dei menù personalizzati. Sono tutti con prodotti locali e ci tengono loro a dirlo perché appunto hanno ricevuto premi per la qualità del cibo che appunto offrono all'interno dei ristoranti. Essendo all'interno di un campo universitario non possono mancare strutture sportive e quindi ci sono delle piste da corsa all'aperto, e c'è una piscina olimpica da 25 metri e ci sono diverse palestre. Qua c'è una piccola immagine ma ce ne sono diverse, ci sono studi di danza, studi di spazio virtuale spinning, ci sono 2 campi da basket, 2 campi da calcio, ci sono diverse possibilità di strutture e tutto questo viene offerto gratuitamente ai clienti. L'importante è andare alla reception, prenotare uno dei campi in maniera gratuita e vengono forniti anche le pale, le racchette, sempre tutto questo a livello gratuito. E all'interno della struttura, di entrambe le strutture, ci sono delle sale comuni dove ci sono dei tavoli da ping pong e quindi anche quello è accessibile. Queste stanze comuni, oltre ad offrire un grande schermo con dei divani dove poter comunque trascorrere un pomeriggio, una serata, potersi guardare la televisione, ci sono anche dei giochi da tavolo e anche questi sono tutti serviti e offerti in maniera gratuita. I campi sono aperti tutto il giorno sino alle 9 di sera, quindi c'è anche un'illuminazione serale ed è possibile appunto prenotarli ed usufruire di essi in maniera gratuita. All'interno dei campi, questa è la common room, quindi questa praticamente è una parte del dining village. In fondo quella stanza è quella stanza appunto comune e alle spalle di questa stanza c'è una stanza chiamata la gaming room, è una stanza dove appunto oltre ad avere il campo, eccola qua, il calcio balilla, che forse non è fotografato, un campo da biliardo e anche il tavolo da ping pong, appunto c'è questa televisione, poi ci sono diversi giochi da tavolo e ci si può tranquillamente rilassare. Queste stanze sono aperte tutto il giorno. Oltre a questi servizi, l'università, all'interno dell'università, ma anche all'interno dei 2 villaggi, è possibile prenotare delle sale riunioni, anche queste gratuitamente. Ci sono sale riunioni più piccole all'interno delle 2 strutture, Darling Village e Goldcrest, ma all'interno dell'università è possibile prenotare delle stanze. Ci sono 100 sale riunioni e se si ha bisogno di appunto stanze molto più grandi e con tecnologia un poco più avanzata, anche se entrambe le stanze meeting del Goldcrest e dell'In comunque forniscono un maxi schermo, la possibilità di collegare un laptop e comunque di fare appunto delle riunioni. Ci sono delle aule didattiche perché, come vi dicevo, i nostri gruppi sono anche delle scuole di lingua, un grande auditorium per conferenze, laboratori informatici, c'è la biblioteca e all'interno di tutto il campo c'è il campus e dei villaggi, c'è un servizio wifi gratuito. Questo è tutto, i contatti verranno forniti, comunque li potete trovare sul sito dell'Università di Galway. Per qualsiasi cosa, come appunto diceva Mary, potete scrivere delle domande, saremo lieti di rispondervi alla fine di questo webinar. Grazie mille per l'attenzione, spero di vedervi presto voi e i vostri clienti nelle nostre strutture. Buona giornata.
Grazie mille Natalia e ora passiamo la parola a Patrice Lavery di Hastings Hotels in Irlanda del Nord. Over to you, Patrice.
Hi everyone, buongiorno. That's as much Italian as I have, unfortunately. So thank you for the opportunity. I'm delighted to showcase our little corner of Ireland up in the north. So first up, I just wanted to introduce who we are. So Hastings Hotels, we were founded over 60 years ago by Billy Hastings, who's no longer with us, but he is a bit of a local legend in the industry. So we're 2nd generation family run now, and they really do have a true passion for the Irish hospitality. So we're not affiliated with any brands. We have 6 hotels, fully independent, all across Northern Ireland. So once we get you to travel to Northern Ireland, we've got you covered for the 4 corners of the north. So the 6 hotels are located, 4 in Belfast, 1 in the medieval walled city of Derry and a gorgeous castle on the coast, So I think we can just play a quick video first of all to give you an idea of the locations and the hotels first of all. Thanks.
Open your eyes to a world of surprise, and there's so much time for sleeping, so much waiting here for you. Don't say a word, don't speak a thing, speak a thing. Look around, all is found. What you dream is what you see. Don't say a word, ooh, don't speak a thing, speak a thing. Whatever we know, we're going to show. Endless places here to go. So don't say that you won't stay. There is so much here for you.
Okay, so first up, I really supposed to confirm were how to get to us, and I haven't put this slide in, but it's really important to know how accessible we are from Dublin. So from Dublin Airport, you can get into Belfast in 90 minutes from the airport. And this year, we've also just opened a huge transport hub in Belfast. It's the largest in Ireland, and it serves 25, I think, buses a day from Dublin city centre. So although you can do a day trip, we would prefer that you would come up for a few days as well. So I'm not going to go through all 6 hotels, but I am going to touch on a few of them. So first up is the Culloden Estate and Spa. So this really would be our luxurious offering in the collection. It's a beautiful mansion just outside Belfast. It was built in 1865. So it's a Virtuoso approved property, or if you're familiar with that. It's only 12 acres, so it's not a sprawling estate. It's easy to get around. It's 15 minutes into Belfast city centre. Everything is really close. In Belfast, we're a small city. It's really accessible to get around. From Belfast City Airport, we're right beside the Belfast City Airport. There's an international airport, and then that would be 40 minutes away. So it was home to the Bishop of Ireland at one stage. So the family bought it about 40 years ago, and they've just been modernising it and restoring it. So it wouldn't be a stuffy estate. It would be very opulent, very glamorous, and it just keeps getting better, the estate. So we have 3 different dining outlets. So you can choose from your fine dining, your relaxed dining. You can have afternoon tea at the bar. We do a la carte as well. Bedroom wise, we've got 98 bedrooms in total. So there are 13 suites. There's a presidential suite as well. Each bedroom really is unique and individual. So you can stay in the original mansion house. There's 6 rooms in that house. And then we have family rooms. We have great multi-gen rooms that are split level. We have connecting rooms. So in terms of being on the estate, it's great for anyone from a couple to a family. So each room is unique in style and individuality. It's got beautiful Irish linens, beautiful Irish paintings throughout. It's a real homage to our history in this hotel. So we've got the spa at the Culloden as well. We've got 8 treatment rooms. We've got a couples room. We've a nail bar. We've got the gym, we've got access to private GP services, which is really important if you do need to have that prescription when you're away. There is a private GP on site there that is just open to the public, and guests can avail of it as well. Yes, so on the estate as well, we are lucky that we do have a traditional Irish pub as well. So if you don't want to go for the fine dining option, you can come down to the Cultra Inn. We're located next door to Ireland's oldest golf course as well. So this is Royal Belfast, which is next door. So this pub always has a local person in it, or a dog, and it's just a really nice way to relax on the estate. We do at the moment have a champagne bar in the garden. So that has been really successful this year when obviously the sun is shining, and we're just about to launch a wonderful festival of art and sculptures on the estate, and we will have displays from Andy Warhol, Dali, Picasso, lots of artists as well. So summertime on the estate is a wonderful time to be there. So next up then we have the city properties. So this particular one is the Grand Central Hotel. So if you've ever been in Belfast, it literally is like a Batman symbol. It's a huge seahorse symbol on the side of the building. It's a 23-story building, and Belfast is still quite a small city, so it is quite obvious when you get there. It was built in 2018. It's a 5-star hotel. There is 300 bedrooms. We have 10 suites as well. We were really lucky to host an American president 2 years ago. So when he came on his trip to Ireland, he chose our little hotel. So it was great to get that exposure all over the world. There's lots of nods to obviously the maritime history of Belfast in this hotel. The coat of arms, you know, has a nod to the shipyard, of course, where the Titanic was built. And we have that amazing visitor attraction in Belfast as well of the Titanic experience on display at the moment, are artifacts that have never been seen before. So when you do come to Belfast, if you have seen the Titanic experience, it's different now because it's been redeveloped, and the displays are the things that are on display at the moment you'll never see again. Likes of the cello is there, a violin, there is binoculars, so it's really fabulous. So anyway, getting back to the hotel, yeah, 300 bedrooms. The higher up you go, obviously you get the views of the shipyard. So from the 16th floor upwards, that would be our deluxe sky view rooms. So this particular picture is a new addition to the hotel. So this is your beautiful, relaxed, intimate dining experience. It's called the Cavern. It literally has only opened this week. So this is the first time I'm actually talking about it. So if you do want to have that real intimate family dining experience, the option is there for you in the hotel, in the Cavern. You can also then choose to go up to the observatory. So this is the 23rd floor sky bar. So this is the highest bar in Ireland. So this is wonderful for a cocktail before dinner or after dinner. And just to come up and just see the city from above. It's beautiful all year round as well. It's a gorgeous addition to the city. So if you're not staying in the hotel, do come and experience the observatory sky bar. It's wonderful. And that's the bit of an iconic view from it. So we use it in a lot of our advertising for the tourist board as well. So if you see that picture, it's from the observatory. So next up is our old lady, the world famous. She's got a lot of titles. She's the Europa Hotel, and she really does have a lot of history attached to it. It's a hugely popular hotel for the local people, even our domestic, our UK, our Ireland guests. And internationally, it's loved. So it's had a bit of a troubled history. That's all we want to say about it. But it came out of it, and it really is a symbol of Belfast now. So we all love the Europa Hotel. It is the oldest, but it definitely doesn't look like it. It has 272 bedrooms in it. So Van Morrison would be a bit of a resident in this hotel. So he would come. He's actually performing a few intimate gigs next week in the hotel for our residents. So lots of dining outlets available here as well. There is a full refurb in this hotel, which was during COVID, we only actually ever closed once, and that was during COVID. So we were able to refurb all the bedrooms, air condition all the bedrooms. So it is the oldest, but it definitely doesn't look like it. It was special before, it's even specialer now. So great for groups, great for FIT, just a gorgeous city hotel. So Europa and Grand Central, right in the heart of Belfast, and opposite the Crown Bar as well, which is like the Crown Gin Palace, which is the oldest bar in Belfast. So people would usually, if you're coming to visit Belfast, you'll see people taking selfies of the Europa outside of the bar and the hotel. So it's a fab hotel. So you can choose from the Grand Central or the Europa for your city experience. Okay. So Ballygally Castle, this is our gorgeous castle on the coast. We are really lucky to have this in our collection. It's a 400-year-old castle. It's one of the oldest habited castles in Ireland. It's about a 40-minute drive from Belfast, and it actually was built in 1625. So we're lucky that it actually is 400 this year. So we're having a huge celebration this year with the local community as well. So it's right on Ballygally Bay. So it's a beautiful alternative to the city. So if you're going to explore the North Coast, the likes of the Giant's Causeway, the Game of Thrones territory, all those filming locations along the gorgeous, our Route 66, we like to call it, of the North, it's a great stop off. So within the castle, there is tower rooms. So you can choose to actually stay in the castle if you're brave enough. We do also have a ghost room in the castle as well. So there has been paranormal activity in the castle. So people can be brave enough to stay in the castle, or if you don't want to, you can stay in one of the other coastal rooms. So the tower rooms have these wonderful features still in the rooms. There's 5 in the actual tower, and then the rest of the hotel then would be made up of coastal rooms. And then we also have the garden rooms as well. So we have 64 rooms here in this hotel, and it's just a beautiful way just to get out of the city and just have a night there. We also offer the dry robes if you're brave enough to get into the sea as well. And we have this little pop-up hot sauna for when you get out. Now, this isn't affiliated with the hotel, but it's there most days. It's parked in the car park next door. So we'll give you your dry robe, we'll give you a hot water bottle and a hot whiskey for when you get out of the sea. I'm not sure what the sea temperature is, but it's probably not the same as what you're used to at home. So finally, just to wrap up, we talk a lot about food in Ireland. We're such a foodie destination, and that's really been our selling point for Hastings for decades now. It's that we've always sourced all our food locally with our farmers, which are located down the road. So that's really important to us. So when you come for your breakfast in the morning, you can put your Bushmills whiskey on your porridge, which is what we're passionate about, and you can trace your meat and your dairy to the local farmer, which is so close by. So we were sustainable before sustainability was even a thing. So we're very passionate about that. And I think that's up. Yeah, and that's just myself and an alpaca from the North Coast. I always just like to finish with him. He's called Friday. And if you don't remember me, just remember Friday. You can go and visit him when you're doing your Causeway Coastal Route as well. So thank you.
Grazie Patrice, thank you Patrice, e grazie a tutti i nostri ospiti di oggi. Prima di chiudere, volevo solo ricordarvi che è molto facile raggiungere l'Irlanda dall'Italia con voli diretti da 18 città su 5 aeroporti in Irlanda: Cork, Shannon e Knock sulla costa ovest, Belfast in Irlanda del Nord e naturalmente Dublino. Per raggiungere la Repubblica d'Irlanda ci vuole o carta d'identità o passaporto, non è necessario il passaporto. Invece per l'Irlanda del Nord è necessario il passaporto e l'ETA da quest'anno. L'ETA costa 16 sterline ed è valido per 2 anni. Sabrina, so che siamo arrivati quasi alla fine, non so se ci sono domande, se abbiamo tempo per alcune domande.
Sì, ci sono domande, ovviamente abbiamo tempo, non c'è nessun problema. Allora, le faccio a te così poi le puoi tradurre velocemente. Mi chiedono se ci sono anche dei bed and breakfast accessibili per persone con disabilità in carrozzina tra questi presentati.
Okay. Erica, a question for you. Are there accessible bed and breakfasts? Or do you know how many of the bed and breakfasts are accessible?
I don't have a number off the top of my head, but there are a good few B&B's bread and breakfasts that are accessible.
Okay, and it's on the website.
Yeah, it would be all on the website. It would say it on they'd have pictures as well, and then it would state it on the website.
Ok, sì, allora non tutti i bed and breakfast sono accessibili, ma ce ne sono tantissimi e si può vedere sempre sul sito web, nella ricerca si può capire se sono accessibili o meno, con anche delle foto.
Ok. Per quanto riguarda l'Hotel Trinity, Per gruppi di, ad esempio, 12-15 persone, sono previsti eventualmente dei trasferimenti o ci deve pensare l'agente di viaggio direttamente?
Mary, this is a question for you. For smaller groups of maybe 12 or 13 people, is it possible to organize transfers?
The hotels would organise it directly from the hotels. That would be no problem. They would do it there. We look after the hotels only. We book the accommodation and sell the accommodation for the groups and FITs, but hotels will be able to help definitely for that.
Ok. Quindi tramite Mary e Trinity Hotels prenota gli alloggi, dopodiché sarebbe il singolo hotel ad organizzare i trasferimenti, però non c'è nessun problema, ogni hotel può organizzare i transfer.
Ok. Per quanto riguarda Galway, qual è il periodo in cui si possono utilizzare le strutture per i clienti?
This is a question for you, Pat. What time of the year are you open to leisure and student groups?
Typically around the 15th of May to the 20th of August.
Ok, quindi dal 15 maggio fino al 20 agosto generalmente. Questo può cambiare di anno in anno secondo il programma dell'università, però tipicamente da maggio a fine agosto.
Ok. E poi per quanto riguarda sempre Galway, che mezzi di trasporto ci sono dal village alla città? E se non si prenota per gruppi ma per una singola famiglia è necessario dividere l'appartamento, corretto?
Sì, no, allora da Dunlin alla città si può fare il percorso a piedi e sono 20 minuti, oppure c'è un bus subito fuori il villaggio e il percorso è di 10 minuti in bus. Per quanto riguarda l'appartamento si può prenotare, se si prenota dal sito la stanza, in quel caso si condivide la cucina e il soggiorno, se si prenota l'appartamento avviene l'uso esclusivo di tutto l'appartamento, quindi uso esclusivo di cucina e soggiorno.
Ok. E poi se ci sono anche i campi da rugby, visto che
Sì, ci sono due grandi campi da rugby esattamente dietro il villaggio Dunlin.
Ok, perfetto, grazie. Poi, Mary, questa è una domanda per tutti. Per quanto riguarda il cibo, ci sono ambienti che hanno dei menù per celiaci? Credo che sia, insomma, per tutte le strutture.
All'interno del campus universitario ci sono diversi ristoranti e hanno diverse opzioni per celiaci, e anche nel piccolo shop che è proprio a 5 minuti a piedi dal Dunlin offre, a parte diciamo confezionati, quindi le merendine, queste cose così, e poi c'è la possibilità di anche avere del cibo senza glutine chiesto magari la mattina per il giorno dopo, per quel pomeriggio, essendo una struttura più piccola, ma i ristoranti lo forniscono comunque, tutti.
Okay. And just quickly for the others, if you offer gluten-free options as well for celiacs. Patrice?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, our menus are catered for every dietary requirement now. So we have wonderful chefs in all the restaurants and all the outlets. So yeah, we don't even really need to be told in advance. You know, the menu options are fantastic at the moment.
Great, thank you. Erica?
Yeah, all of the bed and breakfasts, they can provide gluten-free or dairy-free or anything that you require. Sometimes, depending on the location, it might be required a day or so in advance. But if you tell them when you arrive on the night before, it should be no bother that they'd be able to do it.
Perfect, thanks. And Mary?
Yes, no problem. Hotels are all geared up to accommodate different types of food requirements, and celiac and gluten-free requirements wouldn't be an issue at all.
Ok, quindi nessun problema per tutti i nostri ospiti oggi. L'unico caso è il bed and breakfast, dove magari è meglio menzionarlo la sera prima per avere la certezza.
Ok, grazie. L'ultima domanda per te. Per spostarsi da Dublino a Belfast via terra è necessario l'ETA?
Sì, perché è necessario per l'Irlanda del Nord, quindi sì, non ci sono controlli, ma è necessario.
Ok.
È sempre la stessa risposta.
La domanda viene ripetuta perché evidentemente non è tanto chiara, c'è un argomento che
Sì.
ha delle problematiche. Ok, grazie e Mary ringrazio tutti e ti lascio per la chiusura.
Ok, anche io vorrei ringraziare tutti voi, grazie mille per l'attenzione, siamo andati anche sopra l'orario. Grazie a Erika, Mary, Natalia, Patrice e grazie a te Sabrina e arrivederci al prossimo webinar il 17 settembre a tema esperienze uniche per viaggi di gruppo. E adesso vi lasciamo con un breve video della nuova campagna Rallenta sei in Irlanda. Grazie, arrivederci a tutti.
Grazie e buon lavoro a tutti.